Everybody, I want to hear you. Let's go. Come on. One more time. Come on. And like from Aka on guitar.
Hello, me mama jo eba jumedie so no NIE ewo today Ghana news efidie so efidin tintan no mesremo atwa gu wo Waslina TV no NIE with IMMA-ADIZA no fie ene ehon keka ho bebre ya share ni bebre wo various groups so into so hu ana so a share amankrofo no mo so enya bi ahwe medamase na ene enwumre a obaade ede enkwa ache yen ene ye guest a omoba eye kukudam fo ana ene ye ne omo ehia emu ewa ha sei na min kasa enche no mesa ka kire atiefo ahwefo adofo sei mesrem ka kire onua na ono so nka kire ne nua ene na enamfofo na omumehwe dwumadie na mu make sure say comment no twagu comment ne de no man's land contribution ankasa de opa bia no atwero na oso de akere wa adwenes said de tie ne say oso unya ho ema afidie ne so nti wo de a obenya de aya ne say ube twero comment de how oboso asem ne wa yi agu ho Madam say na mesrem say ye wo YouTube channel no ho okwa o like a be hu say wa like o hwa ye be hu na mesrem mama comment o de o ma oni adaje kra o de fa sticker bi e kire say ampa o be share ye obi timi ka say o me ko share wo nsuso no ye hu no hwe say wa ma comment a ye hu na afei suso no Today Ghana News no kwarunini a ewo Today Ghana News so twagu wo Instagram, Facebook ana YouTube. Into YouTube oba no kwarunini a ubenya no Today Ghana News so ewo YouTube so no akohwe unya follow like nkwa de a eba ubenya ye can say prompt message se kire say enne ye share na wanya bia hwe so intimi nche pii no me guest ebe tudwa na me a me di dwumadie ho chia me ye frame IMMA-ADIZA IMMA-ADIZA samu papa bi obi na de ma me da na se inti no me nche ho no Mr. Agbana Deputy Youth Organizer, National Deputy Youth Organizer for NDC, and Mr. Kwadwo Oduku Oppong esusu ye member of MPP communication team or Germany esusu ebiem tino mema obia kwa aba dwumadie eso intimi mo obia kwa aba
Yo, yeah, that's it.
Fa saying
Well, nyame adom, mame nchia wo ene yetiefo nyina omo join ye whether on Facebook, YouTube, anywhere. Yeah, that will be say omo join ye ene. Nyame adom, bibia boko Ghana na edin, but e bompa say by 2024 there. Na erade bebo Ghana for na ya change of leadership edi comfort, prosperity, any security about Ghana, and only empire any na yebo.
Sa na mpacho onam fufuo bi a omo hwe omo say min kan kira o se omo hwe regional youth organizer Honorable Osman Anna Rudolph Owaska constituency or say o best friend Iliasu eso say min kan kira o say they are all watching you live intino youth okay
Me da say especially me da BBRC especially Honorable Osman Uko Ashanti region say the Ashanti region apart from Greater Accra Ashanti region and IMMA-ADIZA a lot of votes in the 2020 elections. Nina jina ejuma Osman any deputies any youth organizers all the 47 constituencies yenti Osman midana sepa or you be very very humble na uye leader na se ukita sa ahobase na humility now you will go very very far. I want to assure him say everything he is doing he will have my support because of his humility and dedication to duty.
Okay. Nana Beyin so NPP for way ewo Germany osimen kan kira o say ochia wo na nadamfo no me ba che Mr. Edem ana nenkra mede ma no
yo me da na se na benye madamfo. I'm really proud of what he's doing now with the academics any adwuma or even for the NPP, but me bompa say in the next 4 or 5 years no ba be join here or NDC because he's a sharp guy. He doesn't deserve to be where he is. He must come to us.
And as youth organizer, Eswa sending me message, Semen Kanchra, or say he's watching you live. Isaka. Aye.
Me body no.
Almost a man can't me.
There be Isaka the Obian himself, me body. Now, so only Misaka say or body pa. Now, many brothers, any Obia friend with Shark. Me ye Nantia. A bit more in say me bodyguard. Meanwhile, I am a youth organizer, youth commander back.
Okay. Into no mediama na anya sa obedwe metai. And ye na ye be start here from Mr. Kwadwo Oppong ho. Na ye first topic said ye tie no. Enra week mu ebetu to just say yama nkrofo bi appointment I bi mu say ye job for the people yi ana mehu say ye nokre yama adwumakuo bi to say multimedia angel groups of company ana adwumakuo ya ye friend no e che say multimedia for City FM yesi ni wura no Nick ametefio ane enkrofo ekeka ho bebre ya sheda amomu ye fi say so he 2016 na ebi mu bo adwuma pa most especially multimedia group we no joy for no ene adom ni nyina omo bo adwuma ema MPP na mpa aban no so akire omo say adwuma pa ehu ewo aketua pa inti amom board of directors enye news in fact enye news say you kokroko way chairman general obi anim no so onimu no Kwame Sefakan ono so ananu ya yama ne bi Paul Adom Ochri wanya ne de obi anim adwuma na oboboa NPP from 2016 up until now. Obo bibi negative about NPP.
Oh yeah, Juma Ghana, or NPP, or yeah, Juma Ghana.
Oh, sir.
Radio station and NPP for the hour.
Oh, by so almost shasiye. So taiko radio swa. Wa hunu host na wote ho a wa bibi kire o se host we dia ha no adwuma ne sa netie omo bo adwuma bo a MPP nye the whole Ghana itin pa chaw your first topic no yenkoso ma ye say the appointment of political party members no any some favorite journalist won wo to say dia mebubo bi so no nti ayesi yembisa say a job for the boys ana say sen omo se fata ane ye hu se adwuma no betimi aye
IMMA-ADIZA medasi enanwumre yi eba ushu kese yi so di kan ma mempantia mu oden enkoma ya president Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo one na bedi akire Mahamadu Bawumia yenyina hwe adwuma so a omobo ewo mangana mu a enye ne se minu edem ese ni ho ayefefefa wode abetena radio isi a wasi amamuo no enkoye no na yen a ewo Ghana de enim se amamuo no ekoye enti na Ghana for ema second term no se yento amamuo ne so enke enkoye a ka etwa first 4 years wie no ka omopamo ye se de omopamo Mahama ema otwa ne 4 years ekope ba bitena ye no enti sabre die Ghana for nyina enim se amamuo na de ekoye enti ntie mu oden ekoma ye mampanye ne na bedi akire mawie ne saa no na mede ntia so mu oden ekoma me Germany branch Reverend Alex Champon oye branch chairman Odano, any penny for Mr. Jima, any penny for you, communication director, and another watching. Otemenka, Medinchi more dema, Minianum, Nana Bini Jacob, Thomas Bompon, our Muninaka communication team, Mia Minia Ata, Mike Ata, Medinchaka Sepa, Bibia will be a IMMA-ADIZA. Said the okay, you know, yeah, in himself political party there. Before so very ni power no, a nipa and a boa, ama witimi every ni power. And two hena a nipa na a boa ma wini power and oba, na was watching my day, a boa muna, when this were hunu, our den, the intia, we cast a gun of one to Agbana or mabe boa, am watching my day, at a chill mano. Young him same PP, 2016. Ye to we Ghana for Eddie Juma nation in 2017 ye measure den ye boa no man in kan kone enkonanim ye twa the first 4 years you no ye nyina enim say ye ko 2020 no ye hopes very high see ye pese we ni abato no with a wider margin by ye nya ne sa say the election ko ye no NDC 40 mi close gabo no ema still na ye be two over 500,000 difference. Notwithstanding, ye free says Sabre no, ye second time a Ghana for the no, ye pesi a breaky the 8. Ghana for then Ghana for nina ejidi way mu say yentimi breaky the 8 na. E hu be hia say this second term no, the current crop of leaders are ye be you omo amon baba bobo na na dan kwakufu ado mamu no. Omo ye leaders are Ghana for the any more na omo nim omo track record. Enti anya me nwanwa say wo hwe appointments are eba
me mama kwa ba na me hunu de ya me fi so fi se me bibia ye kama ne ntin me sa ye be sa akọ Mr. Oppong ho ni akọhwe so wo so a ne ne na to aso
ehun kwan say the one team appoint you say the beboa no na
yo atiefo se Mr. Edemaba intino yes a job for the boys ana say adwuma no journalist na ye de o matoto board no so no nima na o munim de intini ye de o matoso
yo bedase yeah sister Adiza any obia otie bia mechia obia anajowe politics there yeah be more yeah use politics no yeah NOKWARE we always speak the truth na we are politics na se NOKWARE nima and yeah only MPP for and only President Akufo-Addo any Dr. Bawumia mobile beyepe because omuna in the history of Ghana no, from 92 to today omuye leaders they keep lying to the good people of Ghana intro any and any na omu ediye omu governance no into politics ye be kan NOKWARE pa NOKWARE ba ko ni say ima enye President Akufo-Addo any first president or appointed journalists onto boards and now as CEOs. President Rawlings, I why be that. President Kufuor be that. President Mills nso ye bi. Mikai say James Ajenim Watson now oye presenter ewo Radio Gold. President Mills man Deputy Minister for Information. President Mahama oma obi to say yenua Suhini Alasan Suhinia and Neoya MP war Tamale North Omano board appointment. Now there were many other examples of journalists President Mahama, President Mills, President Rawlings, President Kufuor Munina omo appointed omo. But over bisa say aden na ene appointment of sa journalist na Obomudino Aya Semo Ghana. At the time, James Ajenim Boatin, President Mills, appointing to say, or your deputy minister for information. Now, Obian himself, or your journalist, or Obian himself, or your NDC. There is nothing wrong with journalists. A journalist be or what they have identified with political parties. Now, Obian himself, Radio Gold, there, a pro NDC radio station. Obian him the kind of job NDC. Radio Gold, IMMA NDC in the year 2008. Raymond Acha Munina, Obianim. It is a Raymond Acha. Anna James Ajenim Boati Anna Suhini. Abeye minister or board member or board chairman Obianim say, these are NDC people. President Mills and now President Mahama. I recognize you. There are many journalists who are MPP for. It is an Ipanomunya position. Me, I will not be surprised, and I will have nothing. I will see nothing wrong with it. Say, ene Mugabe, NDC, we need 2024. Now, say in 2025, Mugabe koye minister, na Mugabe koye board chairman, and na BBA. I'm not sure that anybody will be surprised. And then Mugabe has declared his stand. Say, me Mugabe, say me a journalist, but I am the same time me were NDC. But Chairman General. Poladumochi, any side journalist now, they use their platform and they pretend to be neutral. And that is where the pretense, that is the hypocrisy now. They pretend. And then, Chairman General say, oh, your MPP near, he will deny it. He will even swear heaven and earth on it. So, your MPP need. Meanwhile, you name the kind of worker or using the platform at the year. To the extent, say, close to the 2020 elections, look at MDC even withdrew from participating on this platform. Kokroko, we stopped going to Kokroko. Obianim. At the time, I hear who say, Obi to say, Loteje Corps. On your party, Niba, on your NDC agenda. Now, Chairman General, NDC slots, NDC were 2 slots. Now, automatically, or no Chairman General. Now, we're selecting 1 slot. Ama. NDC on his own discretion, now the Aloteje Kopaba studio. We wrote letters to him. We complained and told him, say, Chairman General, who platform no as a party, na designate will be say, co station. Hami in Ghana no de be who sorry no pana anajoa. Na Sami Jemfi anakukubo hina fro said them Ochina uko TV3. Ochina uko GH1 uko se uko Metro na yeko. There is no way the host of the station can decide say who program we sunu who Edem Agbana who now be representing NDC. Yes, I'm an officer of the party, but it is the party that delegates. But Chairman General refused to give the opportunity to NDC to uko programmer. Na Aloteje Kopabase me a former regional chairman of NDC. Now the MPP form ye no aba. But at the end of the day, no, Aloteje Kop kasa against NDC into now 3 against 1. That is the level of hypocrisy now. Now and that is the reason why hypocrisy no to be fair, no, the way I make kind of say they are not the first journalists to be appointed. But the reason why say hypocritically, no, they keep saying that they are not MPP. Meanwhile, they keep doing the agenda of MPP. Metro TV, Good Evening Ghana program till today. Paula Dumochi, and then Thursday, after a show, no, he will be live. In fact, even before a show, no, be over now started. So this agenda now, or on the TV news, sometimes, or to make a whole day. Or to make General Secretary of NDC as a topic, or to make President Mahama as a topic, the kind of things they have to be discussing, they will never discuss because they are not neutral. Corruption be about Ghana. Have you ever heard under President Akufo? Have you ever heard Paula Dumochi talk about it? Have you ever heard Chairman General highlight these things? Because of serving the interest of a political party. And see, that is why more appointments now omo appointing omo to boards any be ifano a issue of interest because people are seeing through with omo hypocrisy. Secondly, ebia obi making arguments say sometimes no board appointments no you don't necessarily have to be a party person to be appointed to a board. It is true. Under NDC, we've had people now almost purely technocrats are appointed to the board. But only BB. If you want to make that argument, we say boss now the chairman general any Kwame Sefakan. I mean the French chairman general Kwame Sefakan ni Paul Adomochi. Omu boards now edima omuno. Adomochi Yeman aviation. What is his level of expertise in aviation? Don't forget, say, in the last Akufo-Addo government, which is their first term, he was a member of the National Communication Authority. What is the
Wow.
Because yes, he was a member of the National Communication Authority board. Omo now almost decide this Radio XY, the Radio Gold. We are going to close it and collapse it. No, Paul Adomochi was part. You can check. But why didn't we complain? Because Rebecca said that was his field. Fibuafo, you're making a PRO to Cocoa Board. Why didn't we complain? Because Rebecca said he's been a journalist for a long time. Obian himself a biased journalist, but at the end of the day, no, our expertise be in that area until we were not complaining. Until Oka said these people were chosen based on technocracy and Abibino. What is Paul Adomochi's technocracy and expertise in the area of aviation? At the time, Ghana's aviation sector got down. At the time, your only airline, which is the Ghana Airways, is non-functioning. Your Dani Ghana Airways, we turned it into a restaurant. And then President Akufo-Addo has not been able to revive it despite all the promises. Paul Adomochi, he is going there. What is his expertise? To the extent that in case you are not considering him based on support now the party and the party affiliation, you can say Paul Adomochi was chosen purely based on the technocracy. So that is the level of hypocrisy now. So Emma, I didn't say these people are being exposed. Obiani, the agenda now almost set. Under President Mahama, any President Mills, who sorry and upon us who take Kukroko. Kukroko used to be one of my favorite programs. Utia. Sefakan bet to me the government attempts on serious issues. PDS by Nona Chairman General. First 30 minutes of the show, he will be joking about how nice coffee now, on any guest testing how the coffee is. He will not talk about it. PDS. I'm telling you, go and listen to his shows. Under President Mills and President Mahama, Sefakai will take this government on. Lambast people. Look, family and friends under President Mahama, apart from Joyce Bawa Mukhtari, lawyer, aviation lawyer, maritime lawyer, at the time I now graduated from the school as a maritime lawyer. She was one of the best. She was one of the best graduating student. She was in that area. That is her expertise. On Lupe, family relations with President Mahama. But they be chairman general. And now it is government friends. It's a government of family and friends. Now you're running and all of that under President Akufo-Addo. There were 86 members of Akufo-Addo's family. 86 members of the close family relatives. 86.
Wow.
86. Less than 90. 86 members of Akufo-Addo's family. To the extent, say, what my family members nisa ekosano nima onwa ni yema ni daughter or man appointment to the Creative Council. What is her expert? What contributions? What is it that human being and experts no assign to the extent say?
no Jakroma said no. Ono the anani papa ko baby a odi na chi o ye campaign party. I think she deserves it.
And I may say now, President Mahama and President Mills, no, they didn't have children now who also deserve to have been on those boards. Any Sanyoman, but Obia now campaign say, I will not do it running a family and friends government. Okay, Kotias have video no. I don't run family and friends. Or the 86 family members. Now your candy friends need the from executive secretary, finance minister, roads minister, transport, almost all the most sensitive positions of the many family members. What is it? Sefakan can was them that. What is Sefakan? Kwame Sefakan. What can was them that? From January 7, 2017, President Kwadwo any na buy no topic not change. Sometimes in the morning, Sefakan is discussing social issues. And then because his favorite president Aoye Jumamanu to the extent say who could take President Kwadwo ni victory speech or acknowledge Sefakan. What tells you say or play role in the campaign? Continue that victory speech. He acknowledged him. So the issue is that the thing is we are not saying say every journalist should be NDC and a neutral, but MPP near come out boldly. Now entry to say MPP ni. But hiding behind your mic and be claiming so you're neutral. Meanwhile, you are doing agenda of the MPP. No, that is the level of hypocrisy. Yeah, nyachum. That is if my tree is correct. Nyachum.
Yes,
double standard.
Nyachum.
Double standard hypocrisy. The Biamika say, apart from corruption cry Ghana. No, the next disease it will sink Ghana. Hypocrisy. No. Obi to say pastors now from the past now about governance from 2017 they started watching animal kingdom channels because they were no more interested in Ghana. Omo now about family size guy the size of the government. Omo now about family and friends. Obi to say Professor Adai Penny old who's gray hair you would expect say Sebe, you would expect, say, in the past, they used to say, gray hair came with wisdom. You expect that he would be principled. Oh no, he used to criticize President Mahama, said President Mahama was running family and friends. And that President Kwadwo don't have 4 positions. And see, when they asked him, media journalists be beside they say, now, at the end, who say President Mahama was running family and friends, he had only 1 family member. President Kwadwo more than 80. Then I can see the question is about say you're qualified and if they are qualified to do the work. Now 2016 now no or criticized President Mahama no was just Bawa not qualified. Deputy ministers, some of ministers are who will be to say how I come to as ministers. Which of the women in MPP government today comes close to Joyce Bawa in terms of pedigree? Which of the women in MPP government today comes close to Joyce Bawa in terms of pedigree? And say, hypocrisy, no, that is what is killing us. So at the end of the day, no, maybe issue is there is nothing wrong for a journalist to be appointed to a board or to even be a minister. But be truthful to Ghanaians and let us know where you stand. That hypocrisy. Be a neutral, meanwhile you are working for a particular party. No? Because me to make call MPP program, MPP4 to me inviting me to their programs. Journalists be or how meaning so we MPP4 to me frame me make up. But me call meaning say I'm going to deal with an MPP journalist. But in this case, you are invited to the show, you go, you say I'm going to meet Sefaka, he's a neutral, Peace FM or a neutral. At the end of the day, no, he is doing the bidding of the MPP. That is the hypocrisy that we have to fight, Ima.
Okay. That's a pana. Yabesha say, Mr. Kwadwo, ewo line so a me pacho ombre mu kakramai.
IMMA-ADIZA, me was pa na matie de minia Edem eka no na agree unimu bi ye wo agree mu yesi yi oma ebetim no moye adwuma na motie akire na won okomo ntokwa se de IMMA-ADIZA na meka no amamu no ehu nya se oye party ni ansa na etima fa o se ye ne oye adwuma ye nyanu na ndisi fo omo nti amamu na se a ye nyina ye Ghana fo ye Ghana kanko ana ye nyina ye pe enti ese onu bakon Ghana ni na obetima boa ma Ghana mpuntu akoso de a menhu de esi president ho kwa se onfre oni pakro no de emeka na mamu ho Who kepo Adumochi? Enti Udi Mugabe ebe compare Paul Adumochi na Mugabe ni Paul Adumochi one of credibility or Ghana. Yen for the comparison ma wo ye no. Who make sa comparison na enye. Who make sa comparison na enye. Paul Adumochi obi a ono wasua de a onim so ye lawyer. Mugabe no ono ye den a. And Adam Sabra BM because I do baby who make a comparison ma hwe. Wuntimi Mahama former president Mahama or Ghana for kwan fa nema biem na ka oba biem kwan ka Mugabe kura no ni din kwan ka na list for appointment kwa do much obi ono wie lawyer wo bon homoden e wo Ghana bakosemu na president appointing so mebo na e wo na mamumu a wo se onye MPP ni ntidie ntina oye bias anaso oye hypocrite meti ase enye by president genchi o appointed kwa msefa kan ne Paul Adumochi ne se o so omoboa na ede Ghana mamu ede ekoso onim die obetimaye enu nti na ede nti na o appointed no se dem bi kankan no ye second term we no esinto a eba ye first term mu no ye pese
yo ebeka say you know endim waye ebacha koso
I mean, correct. I didn't say make us. No, he didn't listen to me. The first thing, I mean, your corrections be. Ebia Paul Adumochi, you know, he deceived President Akufo-Addo, so your lawyer, but on your lawyer, we're failing the law exams, failing exams, no, and yeah, BBA, but I mean, people fail all the time, but he's not a lawyer. Ebia, we call the CVM before no, so your lawyer. Now, President Akufo-Addo, you will be a DBI or to me sign a contract. Now, because I'm not aware. I'm marrying innovation. Any contracts be brief. You come and say he was not aware.
Thank you.
Abia on any correction. Abia he didn't know. Say Paul Adumochi is not a lawyer. He has never gotten admission to the law school or any LLB, but he's never passed exams. Paul Adumochi is not a lawyer. Secondly, Menka say MPP4 cannot appoint people who are not members of their party. I didn't say that. Maker said they are not the first journalists to be appointed. Your issue is say appointee journalist. Sir, let's appoint. I mean, one more almost say almost neutral journalists. No, they should do the work to show say almost your objective. Now don't pretend. So yeah, neutral. Now we use a platform no at the agenda, evil agenda, man one political party. Every discerning Ghanaian, me, my couple Adumochi showed so that on the side, I mean, I told him, say, Obian himself, oh no, you are interested in an Akufo-Addo victory. You are working for Akufo-Addo. He knows, and he will not deny that I told him this. But on him, and say, Omo we are MPP journalists, no, we know them. But Omo we are MPP near. Why are they afraid? MPP cry a party. They are shy. Omo they are afraid of the level of corruption, nepotism, the insecurity in our community. They are running away from accepting say MPP4. They are shy of the party. Because pro NDC journalists, no, they openly announce that they are pro NDC journalists. From Tamale, Sugini is starting a trade. No, behind him said he's been NDC, he was NDC, and he will forever be NDC. James Ajenim Boateng, he contributed CJA. He was always on Raymond Acha. They were working for President Mills to come to power. They were neutral journalists. They were pro NDC journalists. Obianim, Michael Dukusimo. It is a Paul Adumochi. Any Sefakai almost debia almost neutral. Meanwhile, you are working for a political party. That is where the argument is there. Hebia, Miniano. On the maker. Now let us put it on record. Say my general secretary say or your lotto forecaster. Paul Adumochi on your lawyer. Ebia or your lotto forecaster. Ebia ordinary credentials. Ekoma MPP for no say or pay appointment no. Or catch you almost or your MPP or your lawyer, but he is not a lawyer, and Kwadwo must make that correction.
Uncle Kwadwo, me pacha wasuma yes for Adomo Otre onye lawyer.
IMMA-ADIZA ma producers no emfa po adom watch the em say general secretary no onim de worker enipa na lawyer we train lawyer enti say onim a IMMA-ADIZA ma producers no enye emfa po adom watch no omra show no so no make clarify so lawyer na say onye lawyer na me near dem de worker no menti ase say why
na say owie wen onya hefa na onya ne degree Lagos na na say
Pardon watch it. Ana make us IMMA-ADIZA. Enipa na ye kan wasa no Ghana said me no kasa ya. Enti obetima
de
IMMA-ADIZA me pacho ma minye. Dia me kire ne say enipa na Ghana obetimi wo producers no betima frɛ no. Edem emtimi metumfutuo eni Ghana fo ani. What you say? O enipa o ye train lawyer. Onye lawyer nko ntimi mfa kan profile ho so ye de o ye lawyer. Edin lawyer no ye mfa no betresa. Eti Edem esa community homework here.
Yeni mo bi so the lawyer so program na man lawyer oni DBL. Me man doctor so no onye doctor. I ask Professor Ade ya ye ka na asemi papa na ni tiri mi dwene kama no. Say your friend prof so sa onye professor. Yes wo ye bibi na omo de to ne so.
IMMA-ADIZA ushoyi amanfo etie ekwa akiri Pardon what you know kase kwa ebia wo ma producers no eden emfre no na busan say oye lawyer ana say eden
ye ni ne number mum but nipa no bebre ka say onye lawyer on say omo hwe no
ono a lawyer nti omo kan say nyom ne ko school but the me kire ne say mini eden IMMA-ADIZA the kire ne say mini eden enye ono na be kire na nado dan kwakufu ado ene NPP for say unye party ni ahwane ya appoint o onye eno ne clear because who ye Ghana ni na wo se fata say ye de amamu ye obeboa amamu ni koso a ye be fa amo ye den amo waboa enti ehu hia say okasa omo ye hypocrite ayo modwuma no mo ye edem to say ye man appointment anko obeje eso obetena radio obetena TV so no okasa ai podmo che ni kwam se fa kan hypocrite omo ye hypocrite ko omo ye Ghana fo omo ka sa 1 million na ye kan to omo no omo ka ho omo nyina ne boa ema amamu na eden ekoso omo nyina so boy ebra ye ko election no say dem no ka say me ka say yenkwa ni political party ye ba obi a wonye MPP ni kwa yetimi fa no ema ne beka yamamu ni ho yenti Ghana ne fa Papa Sindi won wo MPP ni Papa Sindi wo MPP ni ye ma ne be minister e wo yamamu enti wonya ye o kika kwa ye Ghana kanko ana ye nyina ye pe enti se pese Ghana ko nanim a yenya sa say onye MPP ni enti yemfa na mamu no NDC for se munima munsua na moamo because mo akwa mo no so mo onim die na o se mo dibu man mo no so enti mo nkofo mo onim die na meka mo na Ghana kanko na enko nanim ye nyina ye pe Ghana kanko enye party sem obi obetuma ye adwuma no ho na odi ama no no wetuma ye adwuma no na aboa ye nyina ni kwam se fa kan ne paado mo kire do mi be obetuma ye edi aboa o man Ghana IMMA-ADIZA enti misrawo ema edem mini edem entum futuro enwu ani se omo ye hypocrite ko we Ghana ni
me producer say ya friend Paul Adomochre sa so onfa ye friend onfa ya testing say o ye lawyer na onye lawyer on be clarify but onfa sesi an menya text message
yenye program na wono wa be clarify
but I was say ultimate clear ho say yes onye lawyer eno screen so
Ima minu nyina na ye show nti before say be free program no so ma producers enya no na wo make say o lawyer na say ono ano mini edem ongogo background and say educational background of Adomochre no make can so o lawyer na onye lawyer ongogo on phone so sesi ai o wi na o be ka chen so o lawyer
enkrofo na deba
enkrofo ne de omo ye NDC for amambofo NDC for na de deba nti o so tia say efuturo mtugu Ghana for nyima Ghana for mom ko opposition no omo se so msubanda entro nko na mai maji so mbeka ba entro se Ghana for so ho mo ntro no utimi ntwa ntro sa
it's no enye job for the boys so
dabi na for Adomochre ni se fa ka omo ye boys joy for those who can work
enu die me pacho ye ka se for the boys ya na yi keke
ba IMMA-ADIZA the metro
so
a job for those who can work for the mother Ghana to prosper. It will my idea Juma na mono, a yo mo se fata. Se Ghana umbetima boa ma ye kanko ayepe no etimaba. Etimi near them, Omonhena, Namia Dumnebia, after be about 2038 or baby no, Ghana focus on Monta Mebima, or Monpe or Monbet Mabua, Ghana and Coswano, no Monfort Duman and Shawmonsa, no Munya said, and this you want to be your price of Kosho, no Oma say Ghana.
Omo de ombet mi aja.
Oh,
no dia na edem pese o kire ne say, on say, we NDC ni journalist mo bi ehunu say, oye NDC ni na on say obobo obi mudi omo na yi omani mu I say Oppong kroma say Kwadwo Oppong kroma obi anim se na oye adwuma o Joy FM itu ono obi anim no ye man minister obi ankasa because you know
me no nyaju Kwadwo Oppong kroma no obekai presidential debate kama one
no ka IE for na
IE for no kama one Mahama vice presidential candidate no
Professor J eno asusu na na ye fene say J Mensa ye fene say ma so no no so ka ho
obi okọ Cape University bi anim say Professor Nana Opoku Adjuma na oye NDC ni ba o moderate program no senke ye obi a anke beka so ni credibility senke host sa aye program no ba ye ko Cape University ni enim say woman no test for ye kwa president ko dey meeting woman ne say o ma ye venu etinye ye wo UCC ni enim say woman no aye NDC ni etina woni credibility kwa so betina sa aye debate ni so now
me Kwadwo what kind me asem ma me kan asem baako na chese Jemensa we MPP ni no kre because Professor Jane on say moderators no mo ye mienu ye fene say Jemensa ka ho Oduku Mensa ana Professor Jane ana Oppong kroma itu Oppong krofo ka say Jemensa ye MPP ni nyina na chese ye no kre omo hu wo ayi na say
IMMA-ADIZA they make an onya ntiase o me say wo de o producers no betimanya ayi debate questions na no mubusa na nado dan kwakufu ado ne former president ko back ne kotie questions na omubusa na nado dan kwakufu ado ne questions na omutoma Mahama wuti mu say no omodi kind of questions na Mahama e wo dem mama na wa rehearse anim answers awodeba because na je Opoku Adjuma no ye NDC ni ye ko
ye de mananado
oh
na chese Jemensa so ya MPP ni 1 draw
na adwimu do enti no ba en questions omubusa ni nyina no otimi ansa ma Ghana fo nya ni mugidie eto obama no ba IMMA-ADIZA yemfa no nto de me pese oti ase ne se ni machiefo nyina ati ase ne se Ghana nchechire ye no ehia se wo ya MPP ni ansa ne etimi no wo ya adwuma wo ye Ghana ni na wo se fata se wo betima aboa ma Ghana kan kwa ayede akoso a ehia se president betima to ne nsafro service ana wo de obe render to Ghana mother Ghana no ba bebo ama Ghana kanko etima ko nanim
mate me da se yo me pacha me bra edem o ha on be man a summary of your topic no ne yanko second one so
yo me da se
itino me pacha me bisa question intino James Ajenim Boating na enam so ye NDC ni honorable Suhini ono omo na echese no mo ye competent na se omachi no obi ani ho nti ne fa awom ana omo NDC na omo show ye ni nti na ema ye fa awom
me da say questions no before I may answer your question no my main corrections be all can obia otie bia be won say me Kwadwo Anajo he just wants to lie, he just wants to say blatant lies. It is a fact. You don't need even Paula Domochi and Kasa say Obabe can say your lawyer now. He said this thing in the past several interviews. He's not a lawyer, he's never a lawyer. That is a fact. Secondly, Kwadwo Oppong Kroma or resigning here from Joy FM or making announcement say he's quit journalism. Or quit journalism we no or joining MPP or contesting as a parliamentary candidate. MP before he was appointed. And at that time, Kwadwo came in as NPP. Now, James Ajenim Boateng and Suhinin, Ubisa Kwadwo say you're competent now. Look at the work the two of them did. Juma, James Ajenim Boateng as Deputy Minister for Information. How he handled media, any issues around communication. What them say MPP for? They had a deputy minister, Oduku, and now your friend Oduku. She could not even speak English properly. So she was always avoiding media interactions, any English media. Until recently, you're making a deputy minister for trade. Go and check. In 4 years, no. Now, can deputy ministers now compare that person with James Ajenim Boateng? Compare Obi to say Pius. Sports ministry rejecting after our engaging in the Visa scandal. Yedini deputy minister for information. Compare. Let your listeners, MPP Foka, compare Pius. Any James Ajenim Boateng. Now who say which of them shows competence in their work? So about competence James or your lawyer. James Ajenim Boateng is a lawyer, qualified or passing the exams. And yet, for la do much or Dada Kufa do so a lawyer, MPP was a lawyer. Meanwhile, she's not a lawyer. James, your lawyer. Also, a trained journalist, worked with as a management consultant, worked as a journalist for so many years. Look at the way I are carrying in whole crowd still. He shows competence. So beyond the fact, say, Omo shows that they are NDC, these people have shown that they were competent for the job. Look at Suhini. Oba Media Sukra. See the way Otumi Kasalik. Look at how he's even performing as a member of parliament. Oka appointment committee. Look at the way of asking questions. Look, simply one of the best that we have around. He has shown himself competent, which justify the appointment now, President Mills, President Mahama, Omuyeye. If today they can say about all these things now, we are not saying say journalists should not be appointed. But President Akufo-Addo appointed journalists be brave. Appointed a bit more from Joy FM in the first term. Why are we not talking? Your concern is we are NDC near. Now say open say we are Juma as journalist for NDC. Say it. Obian himself hiniba our Power FM or NDC ni they be our can. Obian the Prince Menka or your NDC ni Sisia. Obian. So prove yourself. Say we are competent and who belonging to a political party. But say over using platform. Pretending so you're neutral, then you are avoiding the issues that must be discussed. All the corruption issues, these people are not talking about it. Touch screen analysis of now. Meanwhile, there are issues of insecurity that he must be talking about, that he used to talk about under President Mahama and President Mills. That is the only concern. May I say?
Yes, Meda Sintino. Mr. Oppong, ewo hona se ubetumi aye summary ana uni bibia so eka. Ube my summary of the first topic ana say yanko second topic neso.
IMMA Matiase. Me ye summary na mini edem atiase se ebia NDC for a constitution mo no. Hu hia se ebia uda hu adi se bia o ye journalist ada hu adi se o ye NDC ni ansa no ma appoint wa dem pese wo ti ase ne se MPP de ye nisa ade na o ye constitution ba o ye Ghana ni na yinim se wo se fata so obetima boa ama mamu na koso de a na nado dan Akufo-Addo se de bra beka no ho na ye de mumwa ema mamu ne enkoso hu hia se o ye de wo show in political color bia ana watima ye de watimi afaw na wo ka Kwadwo Oppong kroma asem no de me pese wote ase ne se tama Kwadwo Oppong kroma eye IE debate o moderate no na on declare o ba bia se o MPP ni after that and some MPP kwa ebe ko primaries nti when na wan keka no mana mom amamanfo hu se tama or kopenka obi enu anko be fro de no ayi debate because ayi no omo fa amanfo omo ye de omo ye neutral nti na meka se na je oboku adman no or lack credibility abra of course our program so because who no wunim se wo ye ndc ni nti die nti na ayi fo fro se bembodro ti program na woko because obi okọ Cape University ani mami wo ye ndc ni so so daddy because onye ndc ni a
so na omo nim je Aduku Mensa so nim se oye MPP ni
IMMA-ADIZA ye mo je Aduku Mensa edin wa ha o enipa ye bo ni din no me ka na
ono so ko aye ultimi mo Oppong kromadi na mo professor din abra mo je Aduku Mensa din omo me ensa nyina so obo obi adin
IMMA-ADIZA wadaruma mami nyu ase interruption no on be se me dey kasa be wiye but they make am say
fa kwa wiye but mo omo me enu din fa je Aduku Mensa ka ho
me dey ba wiye no hypocrisy na me near them e kan ho asem enye adwuma e wo ba bia wo se fata se Ghana ye ba obeboa ama mamu ni koso a bibie ni ho esi na na dan kokofo da na se bibie ni ho wo se esi ho kwan se Ghana eden ye ma wo meka mamu no ma mamu Ghana nkoso enye NDC party ni echechire o Ghana e ya mamu ana yegu ana mamu ni so wubu a uhia o ma obetimi na o ma ye adwuma na afiri se o momodin bo no ebeboa ama o ma nkoso na achim adimu enti me firi se enu nti na na dan kokofo ado journalist for be Ghana no wanya obia appointing so me bo se po adom ochire enemi nua Kwame Sefakan no mu nyina so believe appreciation ama binia de mahu se enye job for the boys na mum service to mother Ghana. That's it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's pa. Into now you be call second topic I be start with Mr. Edem Agbana. Yes, we long awaited list of MMDC is finally out. Into no Mr. Edem wo ha me pa cho mi hu no na mi hu se de me kan no tie. Aha, into your second topic no. Yes, say the long awaited list of MMDC is finally out with 8 attendance, protest and agitation. Just say yes, Ghana henyina ye hunu baby a ye yi obi aba ye say ahade e hojo baby a obi abu afu say ye yi obi anase a maintain obi into no problem no a atiesi e wo MMDC no aden NDC time na e ho na ya anti ana say nanado time na yeti because me no me hunu de ekoyie.
Yo, me that say, for the first time after 92, I started, Fourth Republic, no, and then elected president. I take close to 10 months before or appointed the MMDCs and now DCs, any MCs. Now, I know in the first place, no, very, very disappointing. Especially knowing, say, this government, this is not their first term. I will be back as maybe almost year auditing be and now almost stabilize the political system, no ansana, almost be your appointment. And no crano, 2 months is enough. But since President Akufo-Addo got the second term, no fraudulently, no, he has been so unsettled, say, even appointment of MMDCs or delay till this time. There can only be 2 reasons for the appointment. The delay in the appointment. But say President Akufo-Addo onye decisive and they will be an he is not decisive or you will be or to Mr. Sanajin impulsively he doesn't plan for it because we are president. That's all receive a report about who MMDCs are almost reps at the local government level. It is so important. By now, no, after all your first time, you should have known say me retain way there, me change it, and this is how I will do it. But it took him close to 10 months for him to come out with the list. And NOKWARE came with all sorts of drama. And Bemo say some people were promised, some people's name were on the first list, by unofficially, Omuko sign all of that. It vindicates ourselves, President Akufo-Addo, on your decisive. Secondly, President Akufo-Addo, he saw the ECOSO in the last election, and who said the performance of President Akufo-Addo and in the MMDC was so abysmal. Or yeah, it was so abysmal, so poor. He lacked the people. He lacked people. He was supposed to have given Sir opportunity to work for Mother Ghana. But after the Hula Balloon, any Bibiano, President Akufo-Addo were appointed DCs finally in September, almost the end of September. Africa I started planning how the confirmation process and things will go. Now, appointing we the reaction of the MPP people. Natural sometimes, normal say, and you'll be now be happy and now be excited about ministerial appointments, any DCE appointment. But all those things in the past, under President Mills, President Kufuor, and President Mahama, we saw isolated cases. Individuals, be a party executives, they will be behind our own planning. Isolated cases, one or two be. But and then what we are seeing a widespread violence, widespread. Almost every region, almost every district, be your agitations or me forget to North. Me district capital, get to North municipality. Me know say this weekend MPP executives meeting. They were encouraging the assemblymen say reject DC and IMC now President Akufo-Addo nominate here because President Akufo-Addo doesn't seem to know what is happening on the ground. Every region, Benny offices, they are beating people and who videos be pathetic. Now there violence, abeka moto, character. We see, I'm not surprised exhibited this level of violence. But it shows even the MPP people do not have trust in the judgment of Akufo-Addo. That is one thing, because who trust who leader? You may disagree with the appointment, so the president knows what he's doing. But because majority of the MPP people who say they can't trust President Akufo-Addo's judgment, he doesn't know what he's up to. He doesn't know what he's doing. And then look at the widespread violence all across the country, and it is still happening. President Akufo-Addo has delayed development at the district level till this time. In the past, President Mills, in order to fill that vacancy at the time I'm not opening MMDCs, the NPP district chief executives should hold on for a while. Okay.
Yes.
Even though the NPP base was not happy, President Mills in 2009 said that because on him, the relevance of the DCE appointment process, or per se, that office must keep running. President Mahama, Obaye for the second term, which is the second term of the NDC, on only first term, And also, a issue communicate say, hold on with your positions until new appointments are made. But when him say, this current one, many of the MMDCs stopped working because they are, in fact, the local government level, the whole of this year, for example, MPBR and to me say they got access to MP's common fund because when him say a DC is to now signatories. The whole of this year, there have been no allocation to the district assembly common fund because the DCs were not in place. And so Obibaka said, maybe it is not too late. No, I want you to know, sir, the whole of this year, no appointment, no allocation has been made to the district assembly. But usually is now another issue of interest. The gender dynamics. President Akufo-Addo, Papa wake up a president. What did he say about women representation at the local government level? Maybe at least 30%. May appoint it. They are telling us the women are not even interested. Hey, me constituency. Lady Baku, she was so interested fighting for it. You didn't give her. And Obeka said the women were not interested. What sort of blatant lie is this? As if say a man who are in MPP are not qualified and are competent to be appointed district chief executives. Apart from that, no. Apart from gender dynamics, no. Yes, another critical issue which has to do with the election of the MMDCs. Who can say President Akufo-Addo, it was a key promise. So Oba will elect our MMDCs, our DCs. Now no, or the three names Beba Bontin. Now stakeholders no be choose Nipa Bako. Adena, he couldn't keep to that promise. He delayed, and then all your appointments no crown. The women have not been beneficiaries. But I have gone through the list. Few new faces, our Moye youth. We congratulate them. We wish them the best. But the President Akufo-Addo now, hear them say nothing will change. They will come play the same game, same system, corrupt system, no development at the district levels. No development. When him say President Akufo-Addo any Dr. Baomi who promise here 1 million, one constituency 1 million. So one constituency 1 million. When him the omodi here. Projects now used to be district. The money has never been to any constituency. Constituency be anywhere in the 4 years. No, every service $1 million. No, one receiving. But the Omo say, in addition to lying to the people and not giving them the money, no, afi small district assembly common fund projects now Omo toilets, waha, any plastic chair waha. They listed those things as achievements under the $1 million one constituency promise.
Wow.
What a blatant deception. That is what they did. In the 2020 manifesto now, under manifesto tracker now, they listed say public toilets and all those water, petty things now under President Mills and President Mahama, assemblyman, and IMMA taking credit. No. Those are the projects that Omo list here as major achievement under $1 million.
Wow, sir. Over said 2 weeks ago, Krano. Me who said President Ako vote ho baby. Na ne convoy ne be 54. Na odi kokate so do. Plants, electricity.
Your video no cars no cry there more than 54. Nipa na all start say all your video no cars ne be ebe twem once na no cry all start here but okay 54 no they went to cut sort.
It's no JM time no and I say NDC mre no na transformer there ya na president on hand ho.
Oh, transformer there.
And na JM su kotwitwa borehole ne hospital bed ne ambulances ya na ono so etimi eye deba kese ma ye Ghana for.
Sometimes as president otu kwana se uko supervising and monitoring uko constituencies bia ebia DC no be catch so ya project bia will come in no timely help us to cut the sword and iron commission. Those things are to me see. But say president Obe announce it says from central government say yeah OT region, your Volta region, cut the sword. with all those number of cars. So our projects under NDC, no. Now, yeah, DC is ward chairman, any assemblyman, unit committee members, NIE our project, no. Those projects were led by unit committee members, any assemblyman. Now, President Akufo-Addo, Dr. Bawumia, who taking credit for even public toilets. Public toilets. 6-seater, 3-seater public toilets. What should assemblymen boast about as more achievement? Me government appointee. But me can your man, me communities at this. Some of those things are even bigger than projects now. I mean, at the end of the day, no, we just want to make sure that the people get good water, the people see some prosperity and all of those things. But say Uber driving 54, 60 cars, all fueled by the states, Eco Commission project and assemblyman, any unit committee, that is mediocrity. Haja, a mediocrity, me that say.
Yeah. See, in fact, you me that say, Mr. Oppong.
IMMA-ADIZA.
Mr. Oppong.
IMMA-ADIZA, me che won kan.
If I chat to me can. If I try our second topic in so.
Me that say, IMMA-ADIZA. Say enche bia na president. Ojina ni tumi so. Ede oma beboa nkurase amamuo MMDCs no odo omo list ede aba bonten na se de da bia na meka no minim yenua NDC for am say omo meaning to ebia de MPP for beye de a minim minua dem e kasa na ase obese wo kire se e wo se omo de na president ede eye nanso enye sa na tie ono ani nyansa ni nim die mu no one ni mpanyifo ekọ atenase no one ni mpanyimfo kwa atenase no na ehu behia se ebre sabre ye sefata no ana wo se ye de list na ye eba bonten minia edem refi se 2009 na NDC for ana na ewa amamuom ba omo second term omo yi MMDCs no minia dem enkohwetama omo appointe omo MMDCs. The first one, president eba appointe enipa 13 eno kwa wentima fa list ama said ye obia de all the 16 regions na ba no 12 June 2013 president eba wodi nipa 13 for all the 10 regions and nipa 13 di no di kan be boy enti ene ye de any difference o mu na no na de hen wo ba second term no o first appointment MMDC sa obeye no wo ba 12 June 2013 nipa 13 pe na uti be boy ansana later wo sa kwa ye de wo sa ba be bofofro na ye twen to September na ye de all the 16 regions no ye the 260 districts no ye the MMDCs na ba wo si president ache na wo na be take decision ama president IMMA-ADIZA ye nyina nim say ye se ma ache wadwa ya no mu yo mu yi sa be no sem ba to so ase ye se ma ache wadwa ye bebra no mu yo mu yi president cha wo che nyina ye se oyi amanfo a onwo ba beboa ama na mamuo no wantwi a first 4 years na course no yempesi ebehu saade ni bi menu ntina ye cheye no na sabe ya list na ba abonte no mesre se yenya ntoboase na oma president ena ni tumi so wayi omu ni nyina no yen confirm omo yen nyina nim se president ko an what the legal backing a odi yi amanfo MMDCs ama omo ba didaida enkwase na no na omoboa amamuo na eden ekoso yenim se enipa bebre na file for nomination ebra no mo pese omo beboa ema empuntuo ekoso e wo mo mpesu aso ejaba ne sa no e wo se yema obia fia here ne wo se yema obia ba mpanyifo anim eji esati committee a committee na eden from the national level no e ka nipa 3 enipa 3 no na party for eden e decide say enipa 3 no ye beyi mu baako na wa ye beyi ubia no eden anase nipa 3 no kura aba committee na anim no ebetima ba say nipa 3 no kwa yenyi obia kura from the constituency but still na no president e woni tumi say obebo obidin no watima eden watimi aba bebo ama na mumu akoso enti obi a oba sa interview ni bibia no president anase committee no mo ya we say all the final say no ejina president to me so obebo odin ana say omo odin no uni ho asem ka wo de oda say udi odin aba na eden say wo MC ana pe DC eti president bo odin na eden na wo de opepa age ya mo odin na wuni a yeyi no wo eden wo gba na ba so se be ya ni dwuma bi a obedi na eden akoso yenim say politics aye ne de obi ani obi anya adwen men IMMA-ADIZA men wo contest na wo wini a ebia na enya me de saa so na ebia wo so misu mi wini a ebia na anya ode enti me nche me ho ase ni wonchi kakra ba no eye normal e wo ye Ghana politics na de meka che me niam ne se ama wo ho ne nkyere se unia na e ko no ho no onye Ghana ni ye party for ni na nka o makoma entro mu yam na minim se da sabuo bia no emre ne so o mutam ebeba ama omo so nia e wo so omo ye boa omo kuro no ana so omo ye boa omo Ghana no omatimi aye minim say ebra list ba bonche no president to the local government minister ewura Damboche what the list no ama regional ministers as abria no yes on coordinate and send a list no then emma district offices electoral commission offices no more set notice for 21 days be confirmation na ye de yetimanya yempanyimfo a president ayi o ma o mu bibia de o mba beboa ama puntu akoso na menia edem ka say for almost 8 to 9 months nie development bia nu akoso from the local level na ni refi assembly members no mo da so ho o committees ana ni refi coordinating director e wo ho ana amamuo na ehia say MMDC se beba ansa kwa na amamuo na de atimi akoso enti before say o mo mai ni nyina no na mpanyimfo ho a omo regular meetings ni nkofo ni bi NDC assembly members on from no mu so omo say no mu meetings enti bibia no ekoso assembly ho omo nyamfutuo na da bi omo tu gugu adafo ani no yo Ghana fo nim die ekoso omo nim die ekoso from the local level abra MPP 2020 ye manifesto me de ba mu say ye pese MMDC so kan ye to omo so aba ye wen fees aboshe na ye share Ghana for no na ye nyina de referendum e ba say den and Ghana for emoye na nka ye den ye mfa sa ade na den emrem ye niam NDC for FH ekoye U10 e de e campaign etia ye e ma den ama sa referendum na de koye na ye ama so entimi ni de masaba betina afidie so be ka say bosha na nadu dan kwakufo do ne MPP share no entima maso a minim de opese o kire na woni Ghana ho bia na owo ho ben na mbo paye ne amamboye NDC for yenti omo betina fidie so a na omo tumfuturo gu Ghana for ni saa omo party for na na twa omo ho esa be ka say den assembly elections na ni kwasa aye partisan IMMA-ADIZA ye nyina nim say political parties and sponsor assembly members ebro omo ko election ye nyina wo Ghana ye nim say ye to oba wi a NDC for mi ba say me nko for omo ko assembly 50% e de no hu say nko for 50%. Onye party yan ko be so 50% di entina president there ya ne partisan na the local level ehon na the basis for development no eno de yentimi nye ne partisan ejimi MPP there ya for so say at the local level no anka yenye MMDCs no yema yento omo so aba na yenye ne partisan sebe ya ye be hu say den ye to omo so aba nti party ni bia yi ne nkofo ba na ye to omo so aba na wa o sefata na ye de wakọ na wa boa mamamuo na tima akoso yenye no NDC for ntia but can it just say the development and I shall say from the local level. I was on MMDCs no moduma na shall say and you can to almost about there and can no more to mabua and my mum won't be behind etimi akoso. Na minim say yenianom yenianoma omonto omo ho ase ebi mo local party office ebi mo sheshe task ebi mo stage demonstration ewo baby ensem fata minim say odododio say ebi mo koso o kire pone Mampusi district ene na sefro ni nyina me to omase nyanto boase amamu ni de anko ya ma wona ebia na nyame adon ya ba wi ni 2024 no na ebia wo na e ba be kwa ma wo sabere ya ye kan MBC sa ho asem no me fa sa akonya we su na me ame me nomini ayeyi no e wo kwa breeze eye onobo opoku agiman ya ma boni tirinkwa se nyankopon emmoa no na nomini ayeyi no omommoa no no mon confirm no minim se party for a wo nyina enuanom NDC for eni MPP for mu assembly wo nyina no ebe confirm onobo opoku agiman wo kwa breeze MC na minim se ndjuma dia wo ba bedi no oba beboa ama Ghana enkan ko ede akim akoso enti Said the Namini Democano, IMMA-ADIZA, me say about to be man. Now say president, said 30% of females, and our then about 0.2 on a mamu. I mean, IMMA-ADIZA wouldn't say list a wabon is saying, and now woman, Obu Akwana one submitting the class of MMDC. But president, if he said, Mr. No, I know say a dinner woman, a man is what. It was not me 2 minutes where then I'll point you about a money be at the Abbey frame and no continue a 38, which is equivalent to 14%. And Kaima Benyano, Ebianka bear less than bear 20, and a Kabe man come here the Omunia position. And the president, the Emma Eden Akomaso, our person Eden, Emma Euro politics in Nabi Biasu, Koso. And me first Akonia, Tsunami Yamama, our Morganano, or Monform partisan politics, not a more. Because meaning say Sadia no na omudo mu shema ebetima boa ama oman kan kon bia akoso na say de mini adam o kan de NDC fo ankasa no e ma dodo say na omofo
me pa chaw DC ama me no
IMMA-ADIZA me DC no NDC fo a time no omoba e ma dodo say ana MMDC so no omofa omo mini adam boy no ohia no na nanado den kwakufu ado out of 260 no wayi ma 38 mini ana person kire say nanado anya de even president kwa no wagina ne tumi so na de ana wode mani bi kwa de aka ho na ema o mo contest ye no na o mu kwa o mu nu sa na enipa dodo no egi president de ogusu a wototo no ma na minim say ni nominees a wayi o mo no district ni nyina e de odo ene kro ye ebe confirm o mu nyina na empuntu a ya sa ase no akoso na 1 million 1 constituency no na mini ano e ka say ye de etutu toilet ene na sefo eno na constituency for ne hia o mo idea here on one almost see any more. It is a two scan, you first can make any part that's an insa, no discount. It's your benam, any Jumana, this can be so now be a tima benefit. Now, dear Nam Kwashabaku for Botum. It's meaning the Montia Sessa or Moba, no more the Kwashabaku for Botum, no discount. By the Bayadiano, and will be a tima benefit. The Timabuama Gun and Kanko, Etima Basso. IMMA-ADIZA, me the best you are see.
Me pa tell you, enti ansa na meto aso no, adofo bi hwe enti no, me bo omudin esi ma odin a odin ne me hu ankyero, ebre ni nti, me bra Thomas ehweye, Jerry Reagan, Jessica, Nana Beyin, Uncle Benjamin Pabiti, Kano Sabato, Desire, Yusuf Nelson, Nana Boate, me papa, Abongo Maswood, Ene Louis, Anna Sechere, AY, Anna Kobne Jamie, Casamini Abema Bacope. Now obi say, your friend is saying, IMMA-ADIZA, say, me catch them send this in the MPP, me back one come and DC. Ma catch them where we. It's the young twice on I did. Two no air kono ye ko ye last topic so me behe na Adam Ede ne last ne final submission na aba into the very na simane ye ko ne boko na emre eni ya afemu sa ai into maka kira ma hwefo obi bisa me question me yi na no NDC ni MPP me pe NDC ehwa na me pe into enche me shame party colors na me dia betra mansa na mo hu say me nchantro me ye straightforward me nye hypocrite me choose NDC ye opposition enche ye baba power iti no obema ye summary of the second topic na ye the third topic no de ye be summing up na ye de awie
yo IMMA-ADIZA with us. I think that minu akojo or kasano or making a lot of allusions enyen NOKWARE, but the many hope. But back where say or see President Akufo-Addo, the reason why I we know by election because the referendum no by NIE making U10. The truth is that promise now President Akufo-Addo any MPP make make election of make the DC MMDC no by election. There is no way they said say election no by partisan colors. The NDC is still for election, but not the year can say say let's go and put people out there for election. but don't let them stand on the ticket of political parties. Don't let assembly members go and stand on the ticket of political parties. Now, more power. Muna Mujin said, "The mu kanu the right thing. And then you do not proceed with the referendum. And then who said Ghana for which of the two sides na mope? Now almost because Omonim say what they wanted to do was dangerous, and the people of Ghana will not vote for it. Now muna more power, muko organize a referendum, and then I must stop here. Why did they stop? Because Omonim say when we go, the people of Ghana will vote. Say they don't want partisanship at the local government level. So remember, you need to say, yeah, we were against election of. There are two different things. We were for election, but we didn't want it to be on political party colors. You wanted to introduce sad petty partisan politics. And then who call constituencies be or a NDC constituency, but obi or your assemblyman, obi who's a papa way there, or your MPP ni. Who call Ashanti regional communities be or Omo say a MPP stronghold, but assemblyman omo pe obi a nipa ne NDC ni because nipa no development oriented. Until the party colors the people will be left to choose between the NDC, the flag, your friend is an umbrella, any elephant. It will no more be about who can do the work as assemblyman. Until the 10 around now making you 10. So no partisan. That is why they didn't succeed with the referendum. So Kwadwo must get this thing clear. The NDC is not against election. We only don't want it to be on partisan colors. And see, and no any dear maker. And now the last way now in 30 seconds about a man dear no and you no credit. Say a man entry who compare this year. It is the appointing authority in the search, you know. And then omu be nominations and if any letter brass omu you interested or not. How did they select omu MCs no? Oh, because a man express interest. Na say nye President Akufo-Addo anka. A man who crano, yeah, number no. What kind of ridiculous explanation is this? Very funny. Now, time now I'll make a promise. No on him say he didn't know what level of interest a man who won. Who call every constituency? We have competent women. And Endra, population census no quite we have more women than men. Very competent women are interested. But I say party no. Omu patriarchal, yeah, selective running mate or marker. Look at the kind of things they said about her. And see, they have no interest of women at heart. It is not as if said the women were no interest. Opa, the phone lines. Ubenya women from all the districts are more interested on where MC. Why before no? Omu pay manasem. They find it difficult to give women that kind of empowerment. Shame on to them. Me that say.
Me da se pa inti me bra Oppong wo ho a on be my final summary na yine de aha nana gagai
IMMA-ADIZA
nana Akufo-Addo nana boga
IMMA-ADIZA
yes nya be ma
em say me bagana wo say me be hwe na nkom ode pa na de chene say appointments are working on them no. MPP no. Your way of appointing MMDCs no. NDCM say what them are not president afro say be adwuma. Yeah, starting from the constituency. And ye mamo submit nomination from the constituency. Na eko regional. Na regional for I vetting. No ma submit ni part 3. At the national. And based on national no. Na committee for na den. I recommend back e the ama president. And no na me kire wo say committee ni de no mba recommend am president no kwa no enye committee no omu ni tumi president kwa na wo tumi say all legal the legal backing e o de beka say enipa we imagine tumi say de o ma me MMDC enti mi ni edem ye de en sa na tie momu de ni de bia wo ti dem ni e bo wudin say be ya na waba ba ye de ni de pass through the process ansa na watima eden ansa na watima nya the final call no na bibia atima ka nti me de ba na wie ye no MMDC selections no yentina ewo ho menu kasai minister egusu a wo she process na say den a consultations ekoso emreko na nim no IMMA-ADIZA unyina wo behu say den MMDC no yetu ho na mo na enche kra e wo say amendments e wo 1992 constitution say be ya Yebetima de yebetima to MMDCs ne so aba. Na said the okano national election ye ne partisan. Na the local level na die ne si hu kwase ye ne partisan. Me dwene ho amente ase. That's where the development starts. So it should be partisan. Ye tro ba wi NDC for say ye nko for e assembly e 10. E de na hu so mo ye 10. Wonye NDC ne nka hu so ye 10. Enti ye ne partisan na ye tro ba na ye obi hu se wo tro ma ne party ni na mamoni nkoyi a ye hu se enu nti na mamoni nkoyi. NDC for na gigi assembly election na so ana mu sabotage ye mamu no. Di ye ba be yi omu nyina firi ye be ne partisan. Ni ye yi omu nyina firi o no mo hu sam ayi na omomoa e magana nka nko ne nko so ayi de ye be yi omu firi o. Eti bi ne dem sa na tie. Mu na mo se ye beto omo so aba. Ye ne partisan na e be boa ama no bia atima koso. IMMA-ADIZA me da se.
Yeah. It's a pacha one I started say a third topic, in summary, is the current IGP handling of Reverend Owusu Bempah, reassuring that police will at all the time ensure equal before the law. And now say Reverend Owusu Bempah die obi anim say Nana Gagai, Nana Waga, Nana Wawinim, Francis Soso, Nana Gagai, and Nona Kumasi, a Thai friend. Intino on one kasa nanka nei, ye can saying, ni chocho mucho, call ye ne pastor, and I say ne spiritual father, the enkawoye boni, anki favor non so. Where the am favor intino IGP or boy, and I say na where the Nana Akufo-Addo yi nani kakra. Say ye miano because enka other ministers here scandals be FIFA oma call clear omo. And so where the Reverend Owusu Bempah de ya clear no ya mani ko shame kakra ne yi no. Inti niame esesa in Nana's second term na say where the just a show off. Na mo de kata do or die ne so.
IMMA-ADIZA me da se. Asama wo kan de Reverend Owusu Bempah asemi de me fan say any politics any check and bia na ye nuanu NDC for say no message e di message pa de omuni bi e wo man gan nanim say a ye de ko election 2024 no enti tafre ko afri to a no mo pese omugina tafre no so no mo de asem anka e de pa nti na sofu pon say Owusu Bempah waye nea ensem fata na omamra eni nedi na ye nuam bia eti akire se o ka se president ebe win election enti eni kwa se emra di no IMMA-ADIZA nobody, and I repeat, nobody is above the law e Ghana ye o mampanyi na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo no onye above the law oye bibi na o Ghana man efri se den do oye na ensem fata o mo betimi di na komra nim ade ama mra na de emra eni nedi enti osofu panyi Owusu Bempah waye ade na ensem fata na police panyi dampare ade ama ne panyifo ade ache no ne de ne ko ensani biani a bibi enu wesi hu kwa se yenua no ade e kan ho sensem se president ayina ma na se bibisa yenua mahama ane pesa ade wode fa ho na wone ne beye fine na de oye no ema Owusu Bempah meka se 2024 be wini enche kura Owusu Bempah sa de another revelation beba obema mahama hu se 2020
but ono akasa ne de we hu ne 31st o say Reverend Owusu Bempah we hu ne de ne 31st o e ho no wada na wan kai dae no
IMMA-ADIZA no de say de me no ka say ade ebesi china kwa menu mienu nyina yenim otwe de mponyankopon kwa ne nim adetie mu asem ebia say de me no kan e no de ye nyi ankere no ba de che ne say yewura mahama ana asemi baaye NDC for omunya nyu se una ye kandini kami hu ye nka national chairman ana nka dwumadie bi sei no anka oyeden ana general secretary na di na no betum ekabi na yewura mahama esan se opese o se anya nyinche e wa NDC amamu no masade ne ba no belusu nti bibie ni a no de na no betum ebia ne se okosia Owusu Bempah yere e Kumasi airport yes obi ka se Kumasi Owusu Bempah yere na ekọ no na odi America president na odi America ekọ Owusu Bempah yere o se we me kafra say yati ukunu na metan ukunu kika nsem bebre fa me so ma ya nche no wonye president papa nti no ma ya nche no o fomu a enipa bia no obi fom a mani hu se emra e wo manim Ghana ena ho sa akwa emra e wo manim temra ni diwa na adiw enye se emra ni di no no yaku na nase aye na yede o di mra ne so amemra na ye kire ne de wonye dampare de woye na dwuma obi ani dampare de wo sitie ana ese ya be na IGP eti na dwuma woye ne de esefota na yewura osu bempa minim se baby ade ne kon eno nkire se revelation biba se MPP be uni 2024 be ka se Ewura Mahama na wini enti Ewura Mahama wonya sa ahohyehyɛ no emoa no ahohyehyɛ bebre former president so de aka bibi se no ka wote dem ana wo research team eboa amu hu se 2024 be koyi ama na se nkoyi ma na no ma bi se de jai na ordinary people no eden omuni hu dwuma dan se da bia no ma yen semfata bia no na wo de wano atum minim se Yewura osu bempa na mu no oba bonche no waka se president ay de efre no wo se Ewura Mahama so de efre no na Ewura Mahama wo frɛ ne se osu bempa ay de enye ne den o mema no idea o mema no a revelation so oba wini 2024 ana nti no frɛ na ana wo frɛ ne se oye oma oye Ghana ni nti no frɛ no oman na ye kyekere no IMMA-ADIZA yemfa obi enka se oni bakọ no oye MPP ni enti ye de party colors ebe cover no ablawodi mansem e wo se omra no eni ni di na obi wo ho na wo no so dwene se obeplan sa de ni bia wo dwene ho a ne wo hu se obetu ne ho fo ansa na watimi eden watimi atu sa na mo no enti eno de emfa politics hu bibia obia eye na dwuma IGP enka se osu bempa SNPP nkom enti wase ye nkom nti waye de semfata ye gya no da bi e wo se emra no eni ni di enti emra no na eye adwuma enti president so de ono wo kire ba bi na odi dwuma di na hye obi nsa say den omo ase be ya Ghana pepepe ebe ye adwuma enti on compromise e wo de obi ye ho na ye den akoche ama o man Ghana ye den agija o man ye dem ti na ye nyina ye den ye kyekere o man no IMMA-ADIZA me de eno besi wo ha sei
yo medase na yebema Edem aba honorable Edem
IMMA-ADIZA
honorable
Prophet Osu Bempa
yes JM can fan mu JM ya ahohyehyɛ
ne issue na eba no na eye obia mama say for the first time the police are interested in arresting him for certain allegations and almost alleges say waye nyoma bi President Akufo-Addo the first time Prophet Osu Bempa leading Nkrofobi echo Radio XYZ say na omo hwehwe ye journalist ni bi ebu omo. Mr. Osu Bempa has been reported to the police on a number of occasions for some other issues, but police for unpicking President Akufo-Addo expressed interest in picking him. But for the first time, Aoka said, "Oh, President Mahama, you do or die comments. No, there is nothing wrong with it." A day after, police were coaching said, "Okobi fie ekotrete nepano." Let's be fair. Do you think, sir, he was arrested because President Akufo-Addo any MPP omo pese emrano eye ejuma ana se omo hu se o make comments bi a supporting President Mahama's do or die comment nti omo pese omo chi no. Let's do the deductions. Let the people of Ghana yen draw a conclusion. Say, for the first time, he said this in favor of President Mahama, which is the truth that the do or die comment, there was nothing wrong with it there. Adena police were coachino. Aden, do they want to intimidate him and omu punishing and say and then they be a come and then Adena woko kama President Mahama. President Mahama, you will be me as a young politician. Sometimes no, I'm in the NDC. Me President Mahama, and I will do everything possible to see his re-election. But sometimes we do I really don't understand Akuma Eradidima President Mahama. Sometimes you will never understand Akuma President Mahama Eradidima because Nkrophobia who have said things about him, Omuye and all of that in the past, or who the kind of laugh, the kind of where Odima is awesome. Now we are your vice president, Nimami. I mean, we lost the vice president's mother. President Mahama betrayed debut of Facebook because say I just got off the phone with my brother, Dr. Baumia, to console him on the loss of the mother. Hey, dear President Dr. Baumia come about President Mahama. If I was in President Mahama's shoes, nothing would have tickled me. But or you'll be all compassionate. On yet to say President Akufo-Addo or you're vindictive. Or you're so vindictive, say Omwa who were against him as president, no, even for flag bearership praise, no, he refused to bring a lot of them close. But President Mahama, for me, the campaign team come on ma. Professor Alabi now contesting. Professor Alabi said some things against him that should have gotten to him or making Professor Alabi the campaign manager. Sure, President Mahama, you will be all very compassionate. See, I'm happy, say, when Prophet Owusu Bempah was arrested, he sent people to go visit him and find out, say, oh, you're okay. Because President Mahama himself, hey, dear, prophets no on pen asem and prophets no may have said some things against him. But who can I say? Even before 2020 election, Omuka sorry be President Prophet Owusu Bempah was coming to greet President Mahama. He was smiling, he was ready to receive him. And the bodyguards been they prevented it from happening. But President Mahama himself says, oh, allow him to come because he's a loving father, or you'll be he opened his arms. Me and then President Prophet Owusu Bempah, if they arrest him, that's me Ghana, I'm close, I will go and visit him. Because my leader has showed the example. Let it not be said, say, prophets no, you are arresting no because omu pese emraye ejuma. In Japan or your MP. He has said Western's threatening people on TV. So omu pese emraye ejuma. I don't know more arresti Kennedy Japan. Hope Sinadoye, Debia has said Westerns. John Bwedu, even Omu Deputy General Secretary. Also a lawyer. Me nimbi be onya ni law certificate because Okasa, you will not know. Obribwahin. Or see, do or die no. Ono obeko boli no koche President Mahama nyomabi. Sankrofono, they've said Westerns. Abronye. Omunyina. Why is the police not arresting them? And see, the arrest of Prophet Owusu Bempah, it had nothing to do with the rule of law. It had nothing to do with rule of law. It was simply a message I almost send the man. Say, Adena, and Ubeka said, there is nothing wrong with what President Mahama said with the do or die. So it was just a punishment on the man. But I want Prophet Owusu Bempah to understand, say, yeah, I were in this, you know. We have a big heart. We are tolerant. Yeah, President Akufo-Addo didn't talk about me. And see, and then Okoye no Sami Jemfi Ekon ho. Lawyers now Mubuanu be and we me NDC for any all of that. We will continue to support and ensure say Obenya justice. If it's about justice, it's about the rule of law. Adena omu Ekoye massacre ewe jura. And then up to today, none of them have been arrested. It is never about the rule of law. And then let Kwadwo understand, say, that argument, no, he shouldn't even bring it at all. It is never about the rule of law. Yeah, about saying, you using police, you intimidating Prophet Owusu Bempah because Abeka say, oh, on the way I own your man. Oh, yeah, church service some few weeks ago, I say, a radical to me, I say, IMMA-ADIZA way no one to me. But God can change his mind. A message, he's just trying to give the message, say, it is possible for John Mahama to be president in 2024. So God has already blessed it. It will happen. This is just a trick masterminded by the MPP to silence him. But by God's grace, they are granting the bill. So it is not about rule of law at all. Just say Wabe justify what President Mahama said. We wish him well. We wish Prophet Owusu Bempah well. We will continue to tolerate him and many others. But yeah, the air can say, let the system be fair to every citizen. Then who arrested Owusu Bempah because you are claiming say we are threatening Obia. Ono ne Agrada na omuye ncha nyomano. Did you watch the live videos of Agrada? Nyomana ono so kai. Did you watch? Ono kwa threaten more. Agrada na ye de ne call police station say or ye bibi already TV so I say sika garia obe double. People be throw internet to how she swindled them. If it's about rule of law, any emrabe ye juma, aden as Agrada ni de ya invite no. So also Bempah na omo person omo punishing no say why justify John Mahama's comment. That is just the fact. That's it.
Mr. Medase.
IMMA-ADIZA.
Me pacho answer na ye obeto aso ama me no quickly. Me producer oba pa ho fe ama Rosie ase. Me den chiama no. Inti pacho Mr. Oppong to aso ma me kakra mre na aya brenti no. Obe same the app with there.
IMMA-ADIZA medase. Said the minia Adam Ekano. Minim say there, apart from Reverend Prophet Owusu Bempah no, ye ni pastors Ghana ya arrest your mother. Na satam no na yewura Mahama no way. Obi ni mo case ne ba na satam yewura Mahama no oni ho. Ana ono de won share community onye Ghana ni ne bia na. Edu ba bia ye start program na minie dem say amanfo nyatwon. Enti nyatwon be pa na chen de yewura president obi ehun said the president nyatwon ye nyina nim say papa no e ka say untimi nye president biem enti we aba no wo be say ofa kwan bia so na papa no be ka say nyankopon say ya kire say obetima president ba enim sa president ne de yewura Mahama won tia say wabedi ni de awie Ghana for say one time no mo de be ma no NDC for ebe mistake esa de na bade a almost had no be ko opposition. But the person me near them chia say say
Emma so
Emma so Ghana for na be kire. But the person Ghana chia say say Ghana na ye wo no constitution ana ye dey govern o man no. Obi di mfumso a emra no ani ni di. Prophet Owusu Bempah wayam mfumso ana omra na ye den ani ni di. Yen kase o MPP ni anase o hyenkom se president emraga ebe win election ti eno sa no ye be kata no maso mesrew obi nim no ono so ye sofo sa onya issue ye de no police station na Mahama ewo ho wa mo ho wa enti won fa we emeka se odwene nipa ne ho ana nya president na wo ho na Owusu Bempah kwachi ano ne bodyguards ama na mechi an ade na wo ka na o ka se president ka so omra eso bodyguards na ama esan se wan o hye won kom se wontimi wini nti wo ma bodyguard samana machiawo eno na de na otimi ye fa ho omum ye nya sa anya atwomsem no Ghana nkan ko ne hia ye nyina epe Ghana mpuntu enti obi twetin obi a na ya anya hu bibia mini eden tuoi enti obi twetin no so obeku na on kwaye case e police station ye nkofo ni bakro obey the same thing enti police panyi dampare am yakwa kofa Owusu Bempah edi ne si hu kwan asese na ye pese ye partisans ade we omumi nya sa no ma na omoye no NDC fo nya mfutuo na da bia na omutugu Ghana fo anim because we no me hu san kan for politics hu wa bia eso da bia no omu pese omu gina sam kituo bi so no omu de score cheap political points eso nya fine Ghana fo nyina nim se de papa ne ye no antwaye ye de ye enkai duma to sabe ya obi so ti baabi na o pese o fa sa kwan no so a obi hu se den osopanyi kwa ye no ye twe na so ema o ye den obejai etimi ni edem emu mfa we score cheap political points na emwa mo because o mpanyi Mahama ye nyina nim se presidency no ontimi mma yakonwa ne biem enti o twen komsha fufuro bi afiri Owusu Bempah ode a onto na adwum because enkomsha eba no You see that say Alan and I say ba umi hon kom se na de eba. Ejima ha ma twa kom se de a onya ntobose because amamuo no wadi ni de awie. Na wonya say no bibia emfa politics mu bia no na wo be ka se be ya Ghana for be cheneka. Ya tenenka dada do be nyina wo ya awie. Ye ni bibi fufuo oni bibi fufuo bia obeya ma aye Ghana for fe do be bia wo ya wie issue obusa no ye ka osu be mpa ho asem eso waka mahama ho asem saa na dia wie eso nyi ewura mahama ho asem na ye ka osu be mpa de o ye Ghana ni enti wo ho kwan se wo express ni opinion IMMA-ADIZA issue ba se osu waka bi enti osu be mpa mahama be ka do or die no waka ho asem bi because we Ghana ni nti na waka ho asem enti revenue osu be mpa ebe ka se do or die president former president kan no wo hu boni bi e wo ma wono so we Ghana ni o freedom of speech obi no o si no kwan mi kodwa mechi ase no me maka bi me ye Ghana ni nti na me so maka bi enu nya nyina so nti na MPP fo ede ame abeti na tum de waye no ensam fata se Ghana ni enu nti na emra no eni na di enti NDC fo nya ise bibia enya politics bia no no mo pese o mo di bibi beshem e dey score political points ade we no emfa 2024 o mo mpa bi papa bi o mo begina so e dey campaign osu bempa etwa ne ho be ebe hye o mo nkom kura se mahama be wini a emfa ebe tonso mba bi kura emfa o mo nyanto wase na eno ma ebe bo ma o manga na akoso no eno na o so mutu ho anamo enye se osu bempa achi ya chi no we no ubegina so e de anyina so se ya chi osu bempa nti o be hye wo nkom eno de enimu sa IMMA-ADIZA entimi de besi wa ase
Yo, any ameda se papa pana mefa sa kwanya we so no ma we hye enkol SHS for ya omoye exams nyina good luck especially medoba hana samobompe nyankopon mu a woni akosua brompoma ne monamfofo a ya mu wia mo ho ehwe me nyina me mom school di ni a panehye mo na mo hwe no na mo sua ade mo build the fan base no na after school die men humo die a ene e bro pa na bebem inti medama say na ye hwe se edem wo hwa na obema ne final conclusion on your topic na eja ye dia ba wiye
Yo medase I think say IMMA-ADIZA it's obvious say me brother Kwadwo and topics ni na share in favor because enye easy say we defend the Agbana enye djuma Agbana Agbana corrupt Agbana so insensitive into any fault say he's struggling to defend President Akufo-Addo and he will struggle to defend himself because they say they were living in luxury, flying all over the world with private jets at the expense of the taxpayer. Abra Ghana for you pay Juma, youth no pay Juma, you pay NCO. Common basic necessities are Ebema Ghana higher better no you hear about President Akufo-Addo there and funny home is moving around the world, private jet, bathing in the sky, sleeping in the most luxurious jets and all that. And yami wanga krase minua bema Kojo breast obe defend Akufo-Addo ni yiri kra be breast obe defend no because nyoma na oye die me MPP ni anka me member radio so da because president we aban fun we the oye what is it that me kwa defend nti Kojo I accept my sympathies why break akra apart from that no on this issue of also Bempani pastors the American say in Ghana no there is nobody that is above the law. We are president, we are pastor, we are fetish priest, you all must submit to the law. But the law no choosy decide when to pick you are and no na any problems ever. The American say man can say also Bempa prophet also Bempa say or your bibia any final they should not invite him. But the American say at what point did they realize that they must start inviting him? Coincidentally, on your castle, President Mahama, he do or die comment, no, there is nothing wrong with it. And I almost started to say, Omo Hanesa. We cannot build a society like that. The law must be applied equally to every citizen. Me, we know, me use the opportunity with Namin Chia, Namin da NDC. chapter now Germany, Italy, any the whole of Europe no with Dalmasi for the kind of work yeah. Look, any easy say ube back Europe and now outside the country now we get party you might contribute financially who spend the time but now juma. They should continue working. Meaning say Jerome more victorious in 2024. Now na beba back now ya building Ghana because the way President Akufo-Addo also say Ghana there, we need all hands on deck to rebuild this country and give the young people of this country hope. Bida asepa IMMA-ADIZA. Nyamisha obibia or join here ne.
Meda metiefo nyina se ne ahwefo adofo ase. Meda obibia ase titru BBM fo se omo represent ya omo hweye. Nti meda omo nyina ase. Mr. Oppong, me pa acha wo bibi kan wo ho a ebiem ana.
IMMA-ADIZA, the American say you better Ghana for us say omo hwehwu ina omunya reshemu ewo amamu a nanado dankwa Akufo-Addo ene Muhammadu Bawumia omubu no omunya reshemu ewo mumu na break the 8.
You want to mean break it? Oh, Berlin ana.
No Berlin pa.
Mefro, the Mefro.
Mati. Na break the 8 no there. We are make me invite to Berlin na wabama party no. Ya any chinchi pa na Ghana for so ebenye emugidie. Ye hwe normal ye na esefata.
Berlin no. Break the 8 no one modi neighbor. One modi candidate here.
Secret me can tell now akoye hu meeting. Modi enche na wata meeting. Enche na mo ye hu meeting. So me can na akoye hu meeting. Modi enche.
Agric minister say ni trade minister name of vice president ni there. Lala into nukra however raise no mubi. Nti ushare.
Na say do force over contest Mahama. Mo be say mo de Mahama ko no post. But do force over contest no.
E be open everybody who wants to buy your name say John Mahama.
Dia mu ye there. E kire say mo be say mo de Mahama ko no post buy emfa. Mo de no ba kura fa Ghana for say emfa. Enti mo nyanto boase emfa. IMMA-ADIZA dia be da say o frɛ ma ye ba dwumadi so. Ghana for so enye emugidie na dwumadi aye di bo omo no. Omonfo pepa emwa ema Ghana enkoso omomwa na face the country no oman no ye fix no no omo so abo fix o ma chichi sebe ya dwumadie no ebeko se ye se wonsom eni nipa ye nyina ye pe Ghana nkanko enti ye nyina ye mwa sebe ya aban ne ye ni famudie no na ye achimamufo ne ye Ghana no so ye so ye famudie sebe ya dwumadie ni nyina so ebetima koso mechia me party fo nyina medenchia so ebeko ama Duisburg chapter nyame adoma Saturday and Sunday ye inaugurate Duisburg chapter chairperson Mama Mary me chewa nyumrei woni organizers awoda pa mu nyina me de nchia kese koma na nyame adoma Saturday and Sunday mpanyifo akukudam efri Ghana omo ba Germany weekend di eben inaugurate ye chapter baako enti menu edem enye too late meet mama invitation na nyame adoma me the fight attack one na ultima bagna
namudi acid begu me so for meetings acid namudi committee
na me yada 2 year frame me do be MPP why any problem
member bezo we acid begu me so
but you make asaba na me show
Madam Asiatiefo said ye midika debia meka no who follow station ya Monday to Friday program or na ubenya kind of saying you kind of saying say ubenya bibi e kire say ye be promptew na wa share programs ahodo nti wo de ane say obe like ye wada sene makra mo medam ase say mo je bre na mo share me de mo hwiri wo ho bia no nyankopon otwedi ampo enhye manam ye wada sene makra mo bye.